Boom! 120! Got it, yes! And starting away. Go! I don't know why I like it when he says that. Hello? Hello. Alright. I apologize about that, guys. I meant to start the stream, of course, definitely when it was the stream time, but like I was saying in my comments there, I completely got caught up, like, with working on my Minecraft Ghost Rider build. I apologize about that, but hey, what's up, guys? It is your boy, Luigi here, back another amazing Doki Literature Club Plus episode. Right now, it's been a while since the last episode. Like, it really should not have been a while since the last episode, but since like since I totally forgot to bring the game with me, like to college, like I had like the stream plan and everything. Like I was gonna do it like right after spring break, check out the other side stories, and I never was able to get around to it because like I had to wait till summer so I actually can get the card like the cartridge like back. So I am back though, and like I'm very excited like to go like see some of these like other like stories here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I have left is there's one more story that I have left that I want to get through, and then there's apparently also a secret one that I've heard that my little sister was talking about, and I think the way you unlock it is just by getting through all the other like stories and stuff. So this video might end up like if it doesn't unlock like on itself, then maybe I have to go figure out how to unlock it. We might be figuring that out. Who freaking knows? I personally thought though like I'd be done with these side stories in this game after like that Natsuki one, but then I realized that I had some more like side stories that I haven't unlocked, so I went and unlocked them, and then I'm reading my description right now. I'm very curious to see what it says. So I went and unlocked them, and I was the only one, and I was only able to finish the 5th story, so I'm back to finish up the last story, and then the secret story too, basically what I just talked to you guys about. Not exactly sure how it is unlocked, but my little sister, like I said, told me it should unlock once I have all the 6 main stories done. Let's hope this is true, because if it ain't, well, we're gonna have fun together figuring out how to unlock that secret one. So super excited for these last stories, and please, no spoilers. I would 100% prefer not to get spoiled any part of the story at all, and I hope you guys will enjoy it, and make sure to like and subscribe for more awesome videos in the future main channels, awesome content, and make sure, of course, to put on those notifications if I miss a new video. Alrighty, guys, so let's go. Well, I guess you guys get to hear some more fun Luigi Striker voice acting, and like it's gonna be all girly voices since there's no like men character at all like in this game at all. I have to do all my girl voices. So let's see, do I remember how I did each of my like voices? I had Yuri's kind of like the low voice, like, oh yes. That doesn't sound like Yuri. I'll figure the voices when I go on. Natsuki, I kind of give like a little bit like a toad kind of like voice to her, like a little bit. Try to make it sound kind of girly in a way. Monica I make sound like the most normal, and Sayori I go very high pitched with her like voice. So I think what I remember and then like what happened in the last video, I probably should have gotten myself caught up before like I did this stream here, but I guess I'm going just straight into it. What I remember is like Sayori and Natsuki had like the whole like problem like with balance, like because Natsuki was like, it didn't really find Sayori like a bad person or something, but she was kind of getting bothered that like she was like trying to like get too much like attention like to her, and she kind of wanted like sometimes that alone time or something. I don't know. And eventually they came to like that's like the theme of the balance, like they like found a meeting place like for them, and they were able to like, you know, work something out. So I think reflection was like the whole thing about like, cause we saw like in Doki Literature Club that Yuri and Natsuki like don't really get along with each other like very well. Like they're like pretty much opposite like personalities from one another, and like they also like really like opposite like literature kind of things. Like Natsuki's all about the manga, and then Yuri is all about like the whole like deep like novel like things, and even like horror things. And, you know, like with the whole like like the God, what is that book called that she reads? I don't remember the book that she reads, but I know it's like some pretty like messed up like story. You really get to see how messed up it is when you get to like the glitchy part of like Doki Literature Club. So Yeah, so it was basically like they get into like some kind of argument, and I remember like with this whole like picture here, it's like Monica was helping Yuri out, like writing like a letter like to Natsuki to see if they could try to like rekindle like and like kind of like work some stuff out here. So I don't know like how the whole self-love thing here is gonna like end up working out, but like I feel like there's gonna be like cause like the way how they like he named these like really well is like really like shows like what's the kind of like message you're gonna get from it. And I feel like they're gonna like grow to like I think everybody like in the club, like specifically Natsuki and Yuri, are gonna like just grow that like, yeah, we have like our own loves, and we're gonna have to go like respect like others like love. So basically just keep like your true like self loves and stuff, and respect other people's like love and interest, and try to have like like some kind of middle ground like there. I feel like that's gonna be the kind of theme that we'll go for, but well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, if you do want to check out some of the other Doki videos, like I don't really have them linked in the description or anything like that, but I do have obviously 3 other episodes for this, so if you want to go check those out, like see my reactions to the other stories here, I recommend go checking them out. Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, let's begin the side story. And then maybe afterwards we'll have to figure out how to get the secret one. I guess when it's only normal dialogue, I get to just do my normal voice. Yay. Yay for me. It's only been 1 day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monica as help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. I also will say, welcome to the stream, Largo, and welcome, Stabby Cat. And also make sure, like I said, make sure to go smash that like button and subscribe, because that makes me keep my motivation, like my drive to keep doing these videos and everything for you guys. So like, and also me working on some cool projects for y'all. So definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're enjoying what you're seeing. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you. And yeah, I will be paying attention to the live chat, like, maybe not maybe not consistently, but I will be paying attention to the most part what you guys are saying. If you have anything you want to say throughout this, like, if you have any thoughts you want to share about, like, the story and stuff, you're more than welcome to. I mean, I do this stream so we can do this whole experience, and, like, while listening, like, listening to me, like, read these stories out to you guys, or you can read them yourself. Just have me muted and just read them, because I'm probably going at a pace where you can definitely do that. I mean, I recommend you hear my amazing voice acting, of course, though. Girls are so much better to do this kind of like this game with voice acting. I have a genuine boy voice, and I'm a boy. I don't have good girl voices, but I'm gonna do my best. And by the way, if I eventually can't do the voices anymore, I'm just gonna speak normally, but I'll do as best as I can for as long as I can in the video. So remember, like in the last video, like it was hurting my like vocal cords so badly that I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. So. And I'll try not to go that far like I did in the last episode, so I'll know like when like it starts like to hurt, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to normal voice now. I can't do the voices, and maybe I might pick it up again. We'll see though. Just want to get that little warning. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day. She and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Though it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she'll need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because the passing bio student didn't make her feel more anxious, Yuri picked out the most scheduled spot she could find her as she could spend her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance, no student would have any reason for coming here. Such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. Oh, hello, Natsuki.
What are you doing here?
I just... Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the page beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here?
I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out, and none of the drink I like.
Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. So quiet that everyone of her move had seemed to vibrate through the entire stairwell. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she fidgets within the place of her coins. It's some kind of iced tea, but instead of leaving her away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her.
It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant, really. I meant it's totally cool that it's your thing or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you, so not because I like that you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea.
It's okay. Everything's okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri.
Well, I can leave if you want.
Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off her drink and takes a sip. A little pause there, and intentionally, I assume. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. You just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, this seems to mean at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. I'll change more quickly than I expected. Natsuki's the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle.
Are you coming today to the club?
Yuri nods.
I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to, eventually.
There's no rush. I promise.
Thanks.
Aw, see, they're trying to get along with one another. It's just so great. It's the next day. Natsuki peers around the corner and steps to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today she seems to be holding out some kind of book as well.
Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this because there aren't any people around here.
Oh? I thought you didn't like how quiet it was.
Well, I don't, but there's no people here.
I see. Natsuki sits down. And maybe the music in the school will this is blasting for the school. I mean that's I want to be quiet, but I guess they're not hearing this epic beats here. The mood feels much different than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Though Yuri's letters still linger in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. But it's okay that I'm here?
Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, they all assume that I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly. But I just don't want it to come up again now after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point.
You don't have other friends who are into manga?
Not unless online friends count. I'd say Yuri, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it, you know what I mean? Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just look like books. You don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading.
That would be so awful, especially since I already hate attention so much.
Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with.
Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's something embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face.
Oh, whatever. We're all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote back. God, I used that.
What the frick is that word? Pseudonym? I can't. I don't. I've never seen that word before. Okay. What does that even mean? Now I'm looking. I need to look up what the frick this means. What does that mean? How do you even say it? Hold on. Let me do this.
Pseudonym.
Pseudonym.
Thank God I used a pseudonym.
A fictitious name, especially one used by an author. Oh, so probably a pseudonym is maybe something like me, for example. Like I'm calling myself the Luigi Striker, but that's actually not my real name. Gotcha. Okay. I didn't ever know that there actually was a word for that. It's probably a word for a lot of things. Gotcha. A pseudonym.
Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used a pseudonym. But I like it at the time. I got fulfillment out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think it would change anything.
I wonder if a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves.
Probably.
That doesn't make you uncomfortable?
No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me, especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. All right, here.
Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek.
That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow! I didn't mean to do it that hard.
Suo? What do you mean by this, Suo? What you trying to say to me, Mr. Lago GD? Yuri doesn't seem to react, but then Alexi surprised Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and then doing the same thing to herself while smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide the smile as though it was a really funny joke.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you.
I don't know. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it'd be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about this nonsense. I'll let you get to your reading.
Oh, right.
We're having a nice conversation.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that then.
Conversation ends quickly, and Natsuki opens her book. Oh, look at this little banter between these two. I'm loving this. The two silent, they read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. But the whole time, Yuri feels distracted by the twist of regret over having so abruptly forced the end of their conversation. Oh, man. Yuri sometimes feels like me sometimes. Like, there's, like, maybe, like, when I'm going, like, to a conversation, it's just, like, when I don't have, like... Because, like, I've had, like, this problem, like, every now and then, like, maybe even sometimes on these streams, it's just, like, when I, like, end a like, it's, like, sometimes, like, either it's, like, someone's, like, talking to me, and it's, like, I don't know how to actually, like, end, like, a conversation when I, like, wanted, like, to, or, like, it's, like, it's, like, I have nothing else, like, to say, so it just feels like, the conversation, like, you know, it's just ending off, like, really awkwardly. So I kind of, like, I kind of feel, like, you know, like, what Yuri's feeling in a way. This is why I named the title of the video this a while back ago. I relate to these so much because it's such relatable topics, like the people like with anxiety and stuff like that. It's like really good. That's why I love like this game. Even like may seem like, oh, Luigi Striker, you're playing such like you're playing a freaking girly game. What are you doing? I'm like, yeah. I'm not the only boy who's definitely played this game, and I don't feel bad about it. I love these damn characters, like Dan Salvato, Mr. Dan Salvato, man. You made amazing characters here. You're back.
Yeah, I came to lay low again.
Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more.
Hey, did you buy that?
Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact.
What, like for me? Well, you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up?
Well... I mean, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do.
No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, oh, never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. And it's a really kind gesture. Real nice gesture.
Kind words, too. It's okay if you don't feel that way.
I do! It was the other things I didn't mean. I swear, please believe in me.
Yuri pauses then nods. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot, too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's timid response filled her with self-doubt.
I'll do something nice for you next time.
Please don't feel obligated.
I want to. I want to do nice things too.
Okay, thank you.
You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice.
I'll do it then too. Natsuki sighs.
Nothing. This reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately.
Is that why you've been coming here?
Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch today lately. I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but they also just can't take anything seriously. So when, I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club.
How come?
I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good at just putting up with it because it would feel so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being oversensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change.
But...
Yeah, I know. Monica and Siri really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it.
It's okay. I like listening.
What? Listening to other people's problems?
Yes.
That's weird. Sorry.
I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird?
No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going?
If you'd like.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now.
What are some of the things that you like about your friends?
A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school or on weekends. And they really like my baking. It's fun to complain about school together. They make me laugh a lot, and we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes.
I should put my webcam down a little bit more. Sorry about that. Yeah, these are the nice friends like you can have, like where they like are able to crack nice jokes and you can make like good memories of them and stuff. I do really like that. Like this is like these are the kind of friends like you need like to have. Like they like cause like you need to have friends that like would be nice and you can have a good time around them, but also like they're still like polite to you like in like situations where like you're really like needed and stuff. Like those are like really good like friends like to have, and I'm glad that I have like a lot of like friends like that. I'm really grateful for that. The school guy Natsuki kind of has those friends like kind of like in a way. Even though like they can't, the one part they can't do though is like they can't really like help Natsuki like feel like when she's like in like having like hard times, like when they want to take like when she wants them like to take something seriously, they won't take it seriously though. So that's kind of the downer part, but at least they have the other part like handled nicely. Oh, I bet at a lot of those things.
So?
All of those things that are important to you?
Well, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too.
Sayori really likes your baking, and she makes you laugh. She complains a lot.
That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends.
Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings.
Excuse me? How about you don't talk about that way about my friends that you don't know anything about?
Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head.
It's fine, as long as you understand that you can't judge people like that.
I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down.
You can't just compare friends like that and like measure who's better than who. Everyone's different.
I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. One last silence stretches between them.
They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun.
I don't like that.
Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not.
You like it?
Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts, like how Monica can. She's good at these things.
Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all they do is look at them wrong and they're like, oh, that's what's wrong. Is everything okay? I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think.
Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything.
I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener.
Thank you. You're all so nice.
It's really hard for me. It doesn't come out naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who could just say whatever's on my mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or when I say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself.
Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book.
How come you like reading so much?
Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. So immersive, like I want to be a part of it. I think there are a lot of things that other people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated. Thanks for gave the 4th like on the video, by the way. Appreciate it. Big thumbs up to you. Especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it. I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life.
Really? Is it that hard for you to be around people like all the time?
Fairly often, especially in group settings. What is this game? What is this game, broski? I don't know if I've ever been called a broski before. You can read the title of the video. It's called Doki Literature Club. Didn't someone like make like a Natsuki like broski kind of like thing? I feel like I know like big muscle like Natsuki. I'm not sure that's what it was called, but I remember something like that. Yeah, this is the plus version of Doki Literature Club. It has some side stories that I've been meaning to get to like the final ones for a long time. Never got around to it, so I'm getting through right now. You're more than welcome to sit and listen. Have any thoughts you want to say throughout the conversations these amazing characters are having? More than welcome to. I'm just here to go read it off and absolutely ruin my vocal cords doing these voices. That's what I'm here for. when people are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all that, I don't know what to do. I just disengage.
Oh, that doesn't get lonely.
I don't think so. I still enjoy spending time with other people one-on-one, and I have online friends too, of course.
Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books?
All the time. Sometimes so badly that it makes my heart ache.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
A lot. Like more than anything.
After Natsuki mutters all that, silence fills the stairwell once more. It's a mutual silence, one full of understanding. Oh. Part 2's over. Well, part 1 is over, now we're going to part 2. Okay. Oh, alright. So, it's kind of hard to describe what it's about, but I think basically, like in reflection, it's basically, so, like, these side stories, like, the main game, like, you never know about any of this, like, but, because, like, they're already, like, in the club and stuff together, but the side stories are basically, like, telling, like, as nothing, like, related to, like, it's kind of, like, it's hard to describe, but it's like it's kind of like the story of like how the literature club like became to be, like how Monica decided like to get out of like this debate club that she was in and start like her own thing, like literature club, and she was like really struggling with it at first, but then Sayori like came in and helped her out, and like they realized that both of them like had like struggles, and like Monica was like trying to help like, you know, Sayori like help her like through like those struggles, and then eventually another club member, Yuri, came in. Then they had to really like fit her into like this whole situation. There was a whole fiasco, I think, of like Sayori and Yuri, and then the one you're seeing right here, Yuri and Natsuki talking to each other. Like Natsuki also had to come of like terms of being in the club too, so it's basically like this story of like them all coming. I feel like it's like a story of them all coming like in terms like of one another, like in this like club that they could be happy with and like spend time with and have some good times with and stuff. But it's also like going through like the struggles like of like each of like the characters and stuff, and like it's really stories that like a lot of people can like really like relate to like one another a lot, and that's why I really like it. It's like a very like basic like game with some amazing like artwork, but just like the stories like are definitely not basic at all. Like they're really true and like have such incredible messages like to them. That's what I really like about this game. So I'm gonna go into part 2 now. See this.
Hey.
Oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today.
Yeah, well.
Lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in a stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends, and she didn't feel like seeing them. Today she's holding a large plastic container in her hands.
I ran into my friends, and so I hung out with them for a while.
Is that so?
Yeah, I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I had more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I would share with them too.
As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her container. You made cupcakes.
You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it's about time again.
Oh yeah, Natsuki's all about making cupcakes and stuff. It's one of her favorite things to make. Something that's a key detail to know about her character. Very much see that in Doki Literature Club.
You can take one if you want.
Yuri takes the cupcake, carefully twirls between her fingers. It's brown with dark green frosting, immaculately shaped into a floral pattern on top of some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. I just ate, so I may not be able to finish it. Are they for the club?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it, I just made them.
I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color, right?
Well, yeah, but that's not really.
Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavored. I love green tea.
Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try, so don't laugh at me.
I'm not. I just felt happy.
Oh, sorry. Usually when, never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just want to do something nice, and this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like them from past experience.
Yuri's face turns as recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcake for her to stammer an excuse, so she just settles for a disapproving look. How did you get into baking?
Well, I don't know. It's just I always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking sounds, and I got super into it for a while. So I was probably making some stuff almost every day. But it's something I always knew I liked anyways. It's like baking is art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too.
I'm struggling to match myself putting my heart into something so artistic, something that I would just eat in afterwards.
Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it.
I think I prefer to be on the receiving end.
That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I could do that makes a lot of people happy, like unconditionally. Everyone is always so thankful, and then at that moment you get to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel.
Valued?
Yeah, I guess that.
So you were able to make up with your friends today?
There wasn't really anything to make up of them about. We weren't fighting or anything.
You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood.
It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama. It makes things worse.
So they're not going to stop?
I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are. The only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now where I don't feel like hanging out with them.
Oh, I see. The cupcake's empty foil wrapper audibly crinkles as Yuri's fish cleanses of fish. I'm glad that the situation resolved. And then you don't have to avoid them anymore. Try to do it on the stream every try to become a modifier, but the school is getting in a way. A modifier, I'm saying moderator. Well, I'm glad you're trying to get to the role of moderator. Yeah, I'm sure maybe like if you show like your dedication to the channel, maybe in this next month or so, maybe you might end up getting at the end of the month or something. Who knows? I like that you're trying to dedicate your time to that. It's awesome. Thank you, Gunty. Also, if you haven't left a like on the video yet, then it'd be awesome if you could. But if you already did, then you're on top of the game. You don't have to avoid them anymore.
Yeah, me too. I don't have to bother you during your time alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on.
Yeah, but she likes talking to you.
I know that the cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me. But it's the best I can do, so you can have the rest of them.
Natsuki grabs the box and slides over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box, then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends.
But I made them for you.
Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know. I like them very much, exactly as you thought. I succeeded. But I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make it happen, then I'm not going to take it from you.
No, they're for making you happy.
You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. Okay, that's out of nowhere. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing to her arms. Natsuki?
I'm such a bad person.
Haha. Yuri stammers, feeling panic. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes.
You didn't. I just...
Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs, but struggles to speak through them.
I just really hate myself sometimes. I feel so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I am. I'm so difficult. And I can't think of it, even a single thing about myself that someone would like. And I hate myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Sarah and Monica would be super annoying, knowing I'd make a huge deal out of it.
You know, I think a lot of those negative things up too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say, and later I feel like I said all wrong things. I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else I saw in myself. Natsuki sniffles, Yuri rustles her bag and pulls out some tissues and hands them to Natsuki. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve in yourself, that makes you a good person, so don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so...
Like what?
Like how you're fun for people to be around. And you're not shy. You know how to make people laugh. You're very passionate about things. You know how to take the lead. And you care a lot about people. And just a lot of things.
Oh. Well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed.
Well, you're the one who asked. And don't you think I feel embarrassed? Natsuki tries to hide a smile and she sighs at his face again.
Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason.
Is that bad?
It's just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like, I don't know.
Feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet.
Maybe I'm scared to say that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do.
She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles while she thinks to herself. What would you do hypothetically if your friends were happy to see for you instead? They're bad at you.
Happy for what?
They're happy that your new club is making you happy.
Ow. That's just not fair, hypothetical.
Natsuki says that with a little confidence in her voice.
I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy. And I still feel that way, but...
Okay, I apologize about that little cut there, but I saw the stream with no data on it, so we're back though. If I missed anything, I apologize, but yeah, you can just see if there's anything I missed there it is if you want to go take a quick read at it. I didn't think I really missed too much though. Yeah, that's kind of stuff I missed. Generally, I'm just sucked into this so much right now. Seriously, this story is so good. Cause yeah, that is a very interesting situation Natsuki is in with her friends and everything, and Yuri also can totally relate to it too, and even in a way I can relate to that. I mean, I'm not sure exactly I can think of any. I'm not gonna name any friends or anything like that, or even if I can name any friends, I've probably felt like that before, but. That's totally something that probably at some point it's just yeah, I probably have felt that before about some of my friends that I've had, so it's it's good stuff for sure. I love the messages in these games. Unbelievable how good it is. Be made to feel like you're your own person you are.
It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things.
Natsuki presses her palms on her forehead and shakes her head.
I know it's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something so scary.
To do what?
You know, to end it.
With them? Natsuki nods. I didn't think you were actively considering that as an option.
I wasn't until recently. It's just one of the things where it's been a certain way for so long that you get used to it. So much has gone into it, so much that it feels like just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away a huge part of your life. Makes me feel sick to think about it.
Natsuki sighs.
It's just really scary. It's terrifying.
What are you scared of?
I don't know, a lot of things. Like being alone, not having anyone to talk to or hang out with, not being able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate me. I'm scared that they'll hurt me for going against them.
Physically?
Not physically, but...
Yuri clenches her fist. Natsuki.
What?
If anyone thinks to cause you harm, I'll unleash hell upon them. Damn, son! Oh my gosh, that a big tone shift there. Natsuki snorts in laughter. Don't laugh at me.
Sorry, I like that. That's all.
Oh, I meant it.
I know you did.
Natsuki gives Yuri an enduring look.
I needed it.
The conversation lapses. Natsuki again slides the box of cupcakes over to Yuri.
Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore.
Are you sure? Natsuki nods.
I'm sure.
I will then. I'll enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds on to that feeling, knowing it will give her courage. You go, Natsuki. You go tell him who's boss, bro. You're here first today. And you brought the reading material. Natsuki is sitting in a usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well as opens her own book.
It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. It's such a big part of your life, and then one day there's just nothing left. Makes you feel so empty.
Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of the series.
That sucks.
But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I want to go on forever.
Maybe. But there's some things that I wish could.
On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome?
Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I've read that got unbearable halfway through and the ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to end, and it also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way.
Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end. two fall silent. They slowly eat while making their way through their respective reading material. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all.
You don't go out during the weekends, right?
Excuse me?
Like with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever.
I'm not a total shut-in, you know?
Oh, my bad for making assumptions.
Well, I sure go out less often than other people like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group.
Board game group?
It doesn't matter. It's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway?
I was just curious. I just realized that I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious.
Here he looks at Natsuki and realizes that she's shaking.
Don't look at me like that.
So sorry. Natsuki puts her knees into her chest and puts her head down.
I can't take this.
Did I do something? She gets flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done.
I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them. And I just blocked them because I was so afraid of their responses. And now I feel like I'm dying inside.
Oh. Wow, she actually went through with it. Holy crap. That's insane. Can't believe she actually did that. Go girl though, like people wouldn't have like the courage like to do something that Natsuki did, so big props to her for doing that. That's I'm sorry. Still unsure what to do. Yuri could find any better can barely find any words of the support to offer. Meanwhile, the sound Natsuki unusually hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper.
Help me. I feel sick. I don't want to hit my head against things. Please help. I can't take this.
You may be having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I've experience of this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Yes, Yuri, my girl. You got this, girl. Natsuki meekly nods through the rapid breath, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides over to Natsuki and sits on the step behind her. Then she puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods, her shaking becomes more apparent for Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good and safe place where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more, although Yuri is only touching Natsuki's shoulder. She practically feels her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath beneath her hands, feeling Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. That's what happens when you're in a nervous panic breakdown. Cause I remember I've told this a couple of times, but I've had the experience where I was alone and stuff and in COVID times, and then when I got back to high school after a while, being around people again actually really made me feel incredibly anxious. Literally I would have this horrible feeling of anxiety in my heart constantly, and it really was bothering me for a while, and it took me a while to eventually I still even have these feelings every now and then, even I was actually having those feelings today actually, but it's not as bad as it was back then, because literally back then it's it was hard for me to even sleep. It was just a feeling that I had with me the whole time, and I eventually I reached out to get some help and stuff, and so good walks and everything, being outside and stuff, and I did exercises like this too, doing breathing exercises, and believe it or not, it really helps. So what Yuri's doing is to Natsuki is really what an amazing friend would do. Seriously, these two are just being amazing to one another. This is some reconciling I've seen ever. My gosh, so good. Oh my gosh, it's why I relate to these, man. God, these topics are so good. They really need to get addressed more often, in other games. Doki Literature Club Plus, these side stories have been doing it perfectly. Gosh damn. And then just Gunty is just oh, have you played Smash Ultimate? Completely ruined the tone of this year, man, but okay. I have played Smash Ultimate, and I have streamed it before. I don't stream it very often though, since it's not my type of game. but I think I streamed it for like a Christmas party. It was like a graduate. It was like a either end of the like it was like a New Year party or it was a Christmas party or something. I did it for. Then I just did it like, and I played the game of course when it came out, like the whole like side, like the whole what is it called? Like what's the story mode called? I know it's like light something, but I'm forgetting. But I'm forgetting it. But yeah, I have played the game before. I've streamed it before. Played it with like I had some streams where like people would get the battle against me and stuff, and I miserably fail. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I like to do games that like where I'd have at least some kind of like skill at it and stuff. I mean, I could eventually get good at Smash, but I don't know. Those types of games aren't really my kind of thing. So Mario Kart, on the other hand, now it's my kind of thing. So I like doing that game. If you guys ever know that, which I do need to get back to doing that at some point. Maybe I'll try to do it like in these next upcoming weeks or something. See if I have some time to do it. We'll see. That's good. Let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more, and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more for a way into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All I have to do is focus on the feeling of your breasts going in and out, and the weight of them on my hands and your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence. By now the worst of it is past, but Yuri's determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki's lifted her head off of her knees and her breathing is mostly steadied. Then she takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. Stretches her arms.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is.
You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you.
Is that going to keep happening?
It may. Or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it'll naturally get better over time. The music just helps so much too, sets the tone perfectly. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Natsuki turns away to pick up her open book from the dusty floor, which she has hastily set down earlier. She brushes the dust off the cover.
I don't think I could have gone for that alone.
You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. She said that Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to openly share her thoughts, but something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does such a good job of hiding it that it's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. And because of that, Yuri's able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. Yep, capture taken there. That's so good. God, I love when they do. I had a feeling there was going to be some good art here eventually, and they did it now. Oh my gosh. Yes. So good. Do you really mean
that? Probably gonna regret saying that if you do.
How so?
Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you around a lot of places.
I see.
But you already said it, so you can't take it back now.
Well, I suppose I have no choice to accept that responsibility then.
I know a good ice cream place.
Oh? That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't remember? The first day you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said you had no idea.
Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I said it was probably green tea.
Mary shakes her head. It's a good guess. My favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together.
Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy.
How is that fancy?
I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that.
Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry.
Hey, strawberry's my favorite.
What a coincidence.
I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have that sick feeling in my stomach. But it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that'll make this easy for me. And you did more than I thought anyone could.
I think one of the lines was Yuri and I didn't realize it. Oops.
Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we're way past it at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated. The kinds of friends that I want to have. That's why I started coming here in the first place, even though I was scared of causing more problems.
I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially.
Oh, well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I may have tracked you down first, with the help of Sayori.
But you said...
I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to whatever, you know what I'm saying.
Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage. Even if it was in your own way. I could tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave, and it will make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it.
Anyone?
I love like how their eye expressions and mouth expressions change when they're leaning on one another. This is so cute. Oh my gosh.
I mean, like you?
Yes, like me.
She looks so embarrassed right now.
You know, I could get used to this.
As long as you don't tease me too much.
Fine. Just a little then.
That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings.
Thanks. Feels nice to be reassured.
Two girls continue their conversation for the remainder of lunch. A new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. Just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting. The four club members happily spend time together. Each of them with their own special qualities have something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find happiness in one another. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, since she's about to finish her long-running series, it would be the best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore together. No, it doesn't show. Oh, what do you know? Equals. Alright, so there is something else here. Wow. All of them together. It's a cool looking background. I can't believe I got in for 6 of these amazing stories here, and there's one more left. Equals. Yeah, I mean, my prediction of what, the story was gonna be about was not what I was expecting, but I still kind of, had, the way, I feel like it still definitely had that kind of self-love theme. It's just, you need to be comfortable, with yourself, and sometimes, in life, you're gonna have to make, super hard decisions, like how, Natsuki had to make the hard decision of, leaving her friends. And she needed a good friend who would just is really good at listening and could give her good advice and help her through those tough times, because she knew that Yuri would probably have gone through stuff like that before, and she was totally right, and the two were so relatable to one another, going through hard stuff like that. So, and Yuri, like I said, was a perfect example of how you should act if someone's in a situation like that. Seriously, that is the perfect way to go act. Oh man. But got one more thing to get through. So before we do get through that though, we got some new pictures, it looks like. So let's go see what we got. We got all these ones here now. Nice backgrounds, some so you got the actual normal backgrounds, the characters from Doki Literature Club, and then you got the new plus kind of designs that they gave them, and the little designs there. Natsuki doesn't want to be called cute and stuff like that, but you gotta stop having being too cute kind of things and looking too freaking adorable. Aye. Aw, these look really nice. So there's still 3 poems that I'm missing. CGI. So there's still, so apparently in equal there's gonna be 2 more CGIs, which I'm definitely looking forward to seeing for sure. Yeah, this one was great. A scene from the side story, Self-Love. And yeah, there's still a lot of secrets left that they get. But we got all the backgrounds though. Got a lot of cool sketches there. Ooh, promo. Wow, look at Monica there. Dang. Not sure why I got finished all the side stories. Ah, gotcha. Artwork drawn by Sketchy to celebrate Monica's birthday in 2019. Nice. What is this one drawn for? Artwork drawn by Sketchy to celebrate Halloween 2019. Yeah, this is absolutely adorable. Yuri's just a moody motherfucker over there. Sayori is just the cow thing that she is. Monica is for some reason a freaking angel, like, but also black clothing. I like to kind of show, like, oh, I'm an angel on the outside, but I'm dark on the inside. And then Natsuki's just showing her manga love, and it looks like she's wearing something from, like, Sailor Moon or something. It's pretty cool. A sketch on a David Elvin to test and compare to different uniform styles, like the characters featured in arbitrary, like, design style. Arbitrary designs by David for the purpose of testing uniforms. Yeah, they come up with really nice designs, like, for each of the characters. Like, I really do approve of, like, the designs. Key art, Monica, and Sayori, drawn by Kafunji. It was originally planned to be the official DDLC artwork. Well, they changed up the design a little bit, but, I mean, I personally would not mind that design there. I mean, this whole design here, they did a really good job, like, the whole style of, like, the game and stuff. Very nice. Alright, guys, well, ready to see the last one? I'm definitely ready to go right into this one. You guys don't get to hear my Natsuki and Yuri acting. I mean, you still get to hear them, but you get to hear Sayori and Monica now. Oh, right away, Monica right there. What's a voice that I give Monica?
Okay, everyone, we're going to be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club and all that. I think it'll help us figure out what to do for the festival, you know?
Oh, so you're right, I already came up with a really good plan.
Really? For the festival?
So, the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time after which clubs and classes are doing food booths. Then we take a map and plan what's the fishing route so we can get the most of them to get before our lines get too long.
Hey, that has nothing to do with the club.
Well, you have to let me finish.
Alright, fine, go on ahead.
Right, so basically we get all the food we can, then we come back here and we all eat it together. That's all.
Wow, I got tricked twice by the same joke.
Boo, don't be a hater. It's not like you could come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was thinking about it.
No, I wasn't. I would really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival is a unique opportunity. Besides, it's quite a while since we've seen any new interest in the club.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We really got a shot at showing people what the Literature Club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? We'll take the time for your food mission and still put together a public event. Oh my gosh, yes! I was only joking, but that's a really good idea.
Well,
I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with an event that demonstrates everything you can get out of the Literature Club. Well, that's kind of tough because everyone gets something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of the club so far. That'll really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah!
that's too embarrassing.
Aw, but you don't have to so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah, that's exactly why. I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way.
Well, maybe I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it's the Literature Club. We can talk about that stuff, right? Together, right? And the only way I get more comfortable is to suck it up and do it.
Oh, you're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resistant.
It's not good to say suck it up because it sounds like their feelings don't matter. Right, my bad. I just have a habit I need to break. Anyways, who's gonna start? I'll start. I was the first one to join after all.
Well, wouldn't that be me?
No, I want to go first.
I'm fine. You can start. I don't mind.
Yay! So, gosh, it feels so long ago. I think I joined because I want to have fun sharing poems with people. It seems like it would be a safe way to express myself, you know, but like it's just a poem, but then I can share it without feeling it like I'm burdening everyone with my problems. I thought it'd be a really good way to get to know other people too. So yeah, I was really surprised when I walked in and it was just Monica, and she was sleeping.
Don't remind me of that. Oh gosh.
Yeah, but it seemed like so much fun to start a new club, especially since writing helped me so much. I wanted to see help other people too. But it ended up me who was inspired because I remember feeling like Monica was so sweet and mature, and that I could really trust her with anything. It made me feel a lot less alone, having someone who knew even the bad things about me. And at that point, I knew the Literature Club was going to be special for a lot of people.
Yeah, I felt the same way. Really helped get the club a more cohesive vision.
Yeah, and then Yuri joined, but she was so different from us and Natsuki too. I think for Yuri, it really helped for me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite, where she wasn't ready to really close to someone really quickly. I never really thought about that sort of thing. Or like I've gotten a better understanding of people's different needs. And that makes me really happy. Because my friends are just most important thing to me. Whatever new members we get, I want them to up in those eight too.
I don't know if I would have continued from coming to the club if it weren't for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I know it wasn't long ago, but it hurts to think about my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came to find others who were into fantasy, and I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy. I had a specific idea of the kind of person I could be friends with. So when Sarah tried so hard to get to know me, I felt like I was just wasting her time. I think I was naive to assume that similar interests were the key component of friendship. Sayori and I were able to be friends because she always thinks about the needs of other people. That's something I never knew how to do or never thought to do. But I stayed in the club thanks to that, and I started trying as hard as I could to understand people better.
You really went above and beyond. When I came to that, I was just super impressed.
Well, I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person who is easily liked by others, like the two of you can. And because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things that I said. But the whole time, I should have been thinking about other people instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Oh, also, I discovered that sometimes I'm better a communicator when I take the time to write rather than speak. It's so strange that the way things turned out. It's so far different than anything I would have ever expected, but I'm happy. I suppose we don't know always how what we really needed.
Oh my gosh, you're really cute with that. You're so cute that I'm going to throw up.
Oh, please don't do that. Don't do that, Sayori. Besides, I'm not cute.
Hey, isn't that my line?
Oh, well, for me, it's actually true, so...
Well, what are you saying?
Nothing. I finished my part, so someone else take their turn.
My heart.
Sayori, take some deep breaths.
Okay, fine, I'll go. Yuri, I can't believe you were complaining about this and still went before me. What a show-off.
I was just following up with Sayori. It was the easiest way to get it over with.
Besides, you know the most important thing, that you get out of this club.
I did?
Yeah, a regular supply of your favorite cupcakes. Oh no, I forgot that too. I'm a traitor to the Cupcake Queen. Neither you are forgiven. Looks like only Monica will be getting the cupcakes next time. No!
I can't eat that many cupcakes.
Yeah, true. Only Yuri can.
Hey.
I love them getting along with each other now. It's great. After all this hardship and like sadness and stuff, they're getting along with each other. It's great.
Well, anyways, I'm just putting off talking. It's kind of hard to talk about this stuff, but I guess what it comes down to is that I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first joined. That's because everyone helped me realize that I had some really toxic friendships going on outside the club. That's honestly a really painful thing to go through, having to cut them out. It still hurts to think about it. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It's fine. I knew it was the best, and I was right. I guess for me, it's all about feelings. I only ever ridiculed for having feelings, so I thought the right thing to do was just to ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize that, and it's not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that thanks to everyone who took the time to respect my feelings, even when I was being like the biggest jerk. Really sorry for being a jerk to everyone. I really was the worst.
Natsuki's voice chokes a little. Oh no, there's tears in her eyes. Don't cry, Natsuki.
I love you, Natsuki. I just hate that I was like that. Everyone did so much for me, and I could do never anything in return.
That's not true, Natsuki. You've done a lot more than you think. This club really wouldn't have been the same without you. I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? I was like, I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what literature club was supposed to be. Apparently that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. When they taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worthy of respect.
They're literally like reminiscing like the side stories like right now is basically what this like is, and I'm loving it.
Even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means a whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down.
Okay.
Natsuki wipes her eyes.
You helped me a lot too. So much fun to have you around. And you helped me become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you, and you always deserve that.
I agree. Seeing us have some of the same struggles made me a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would.
I'm sorry I got all dramatic again. That's all I wanted to say so Monica could go now.
There's no need to apologize. It was something I wanted to talk about anyway, because it made a big difference for me. I always was such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made a mistake multiple times thinking that my way was the best for everyone. Or thinking that I was needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means that you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect, and that the best thing you could do is to help guide people rather than do everything for them. This is hella words of advice, people here. Listen to Monica. She's giving you freaking words of advice here. Listen to this girl, man. We're all good people. We're all equals. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of this club, realizing what that really means. Sari, what are you doing?
I just thought I should be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that are valuable to us.
With a piece of chalk in her hand, Sari writes the word trust on the chalkboard.
It's because you showed me that I could trust you with everything about me, not just my good side.
Suddenly Yuri takes a piece of chalk as well. She writes understanding. Wait, are these the names of the side stories? Oh, that's genius. That's so genius. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me, even though it was so difficult for me to express myself.
In that case.
Monica takes a piece of chalk as well and writes the word respect.
I always thought I was a respectful person, but the club it took me to realize that there's more to that than I thought, and I'm a better person because of it.
I have another one.
Yep, these are all the names. This is freaking genius. I love this. Yes, this is so good. Oh god, the writers of this game are amazing.
Sometimes when people want different things out of friendship or need the time before they need to become close. So it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person.
That reminds me.
Yuri writes reflection.
I've always been a reflective person, but most of it's been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people and not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. So I think that's the most important one for me.
That's great, we have a whole list of things now.
Suddenly everyone turns to look at Natsuki.
Wow, everyone took all the chalk. Don't look at me like that, jeez.
You could have just asked.
Monica hands a piece of chalk to Natsuki, and Natsuki sighs and writes self-love. Yep, that was the previous one.
I don't know how far I've gotten with it yet, but it feels like things are at least on the right track. So there's my contribution.
Together, everyone stares at the words on the wall.
Wasn't this club supposed to be about literature? It is, but we still do a lot of literature, friendship and literature.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature.
Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well.
Hey, let's all take a picture together. We don't have one yet, right?
Hey, you're right. Make sure you send it to me after.
Wait, can I brush my hair first or something?
Oh, you're fine. You already have the best hair out of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
Get together. I can't fit you all in. Okay, everyone ready? And click.
Can we see the picture? I want to see the picture. No! Why don't you... Okay, they better show me the picture. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be very upset if I couldn't see it.
Really glad we talked about all this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we've come with only 4 members.
Yeah, I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem.
You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing time.
Me too.
I think I would like that as well.
Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it.
That's okay.
Everyone's staring at me again. 4 club members disperse and return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance, then start writing immediately. Sari stretches and then does the same. Monica is left tapping her pen against the paper, unsure where to start.
Just move your hand.
Monica mouths to herself.
Right the way into your...
No way, is this the lyrics to Your Reality? Mindful of God's memory and inspiration, Monica navigates past their mental barrier. Those were lyrics of Your Reality. Doesn't matter what, there's something new. Ooh. That's an interesting fade out there. Those are the lyrics of Your Reality. Oh, this is a remix of the Doki Doki Literature Club theme. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Wait, this is credits? Oh, that's a great way to end. Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. God. Seriously, man. Like, these stories are just too good for their, like, they seriously did not need to be, like, this good. Like, oh my gosh. Like, seriously, like they absolutely like blew it like out of the park. Like the music is so well done. The art, like the new artwork in the game is absolutely incredible. And the most like the thing that's beyond like understanding of how good it is, like on how outstanding it is the storytelling. Like seriously, like I was not expecting like them to go so deep into like such incredible like stories to really tell how like all these four like characters here really grew like to have a really nice relationship like with one another and everything. Like it was absolutely done so incredibly well. Like just music, artwork, and just like setting like the tone like for like everything was just so good. And like this story's like I said, like what the title of the video says, like I relate to these like so much, like but like these topics are seriously topics that like people need like to address like a lot more, and I'm glad that these guys here are not scared like to talk about like really address these topics like at all, like, and seriously they did it in such an amazing way. Like I couldn't be like more happy if I like my money spent on this, because like either like I have like a good game that like where like I could spend like a long time like playing, like for example like Lego Star Wars like Skywalker Saga I just finished yesterday, or I can have like a game like that has just incredible storytelling to it. Like those are the games that I really like, and this game definitely matches like incredible storytelling that I love. Made with love by Team Salvato, Serenity Forge. So yes, they show the picture. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I am so glad I decided to purchase like this game, bro. Seriously, like they deserve the money for an absolutely incredible like storytelling. Obviously, there's like plenty of other stuff that I can go like collect and stuff, but I may do that like on my own time, or maybe sometime in the future I might dedicate my own video like to come back. I'm sure eventually I might come back and like listen for like these stories again and stuff, since I really want to like experience them again. So yeah, there's plenty of other things left to unlock. I'm not exactly certain how to actually unlock them. Probably like there's secrets like through the files and like the mail and the stuff you can do with the music too. Secrets you can go figure out, but I'm happy with what I got. I mean, I got all the CGIs. I'm definitely happy about that. Oh yeah. I'm still missing free poems though. I'm not sure what those poems are, but I am missing free poems though. Maybe some of the poems might even revolve like on the secrets, like with like the glitches and stuff. Well, no, the secrets like are their own kind of like category and stuff. Yeah, definitely would take a while to get all those. So yeah, I'm not exactly certain how you get the rest of the sketches and stuff, but yeah, probably music. There's something new. What they add onto the soundtrack? Dear Sunshine, My Song Piano. I think Dear Sunshine. Yeah, that's definitely the new one. I love this theme because like it's like a perfect like I don't know, like how do you say it? It's like it perfectly matches the game so well, and also like it has like that like perfect like Doki Doki Literature Club vibe, like for like normal Doki Doki Literature Club and then the plus version of it too. Like it combines like both the feelings of those games perfectly. So great. So I got mail. Ethics. Simply put, it's not our job to arbitrarily decide upon some code of ethics just because they're the first ones to do this to our own knowledge. That's the government's job to figure out long after we've made enough headway through it or no longer apply to us. It's fundamentally flawed to apply ethical reasoning to this anyway, because humanity's code of ethics is based upon nothing more than knowledge and understanding of life forms similar to ourselves. We don't have ethics for killing bacteria or plants, only the creatures that we can convincingly projects our emotions show that the humans and our VMs operate completely different from us at a fundamental level, and therefore should not be taken any more seriously than a machine that's programmed to print. I feel sad. We're engineers, not philosophers. Interesting. Intriguing indeed. But there's one last thing I want to do in this like video here. I gotta do it, man. How can I not? Set as wallpaper. Boom. It's a nice wallpaper to have at the end there for sure. But yeah, I know none people really came to this video here, which it was kind of like expected since this game has definitely been out for a while now. Really, definitely lost its popularity, but I'm still personally glad that I came back to it and stuff because man, the story is they hit me so hard every time, and I love it for that. These characters seriously are beyond incredible, and I'm glad that I got to experience some more amazing stories with them because I mean, people, there's human beings out there that made, these incredible characters, for us, and, I couldn't be more thankful, to have been able, to discover, Doki Literature Club, so, I'm sure eventually one day I'll come back, to go read through these stories again, or maybe try, to finish up, these pictures and stuff, but I was only really here to do this video, to just kind of get through the rest of, the side story stuff, which I'm assuming there's no more after that. Yep, that is indeed the last one, so... Thank you to anybody who was able to come on of this journey for this game here. It means a lot to me. This game is absolutely incredible. If you want some amazingly well done stories and they could really hit you hard. If you're feeling down, feeling any kind of anxiety and stuff, this game seriously shows it at its fine point and how to actually deal with it. So highly recommend giving this a buy or watch some YouTube videos of it because they should definitely get their money's worth for sure because I had an absolute amazing time playing this game. Not just because it was long or anything like that. No, it wasn't really even that long. It's just because of this incredible storytelling that the game had and stuff, and I'm glad I got to share it on the channel. Even to the few people decided to come and watch. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be having I'll be returning to definitely something not as emotional as this game, that's for certain. We're returning to Sonic Unleashed tomorrow, and I'm definitely very, very excited about that. And hopefully, maybe at the end of today, I'll have Ghost Rider done. That should definitely be. It's very close to being done. I will say. I am currently the only things left that I need to do for the ride is all it is just station work right now. And there might be a few once I kind of finish out the station and stuff, there'll be probably a few trees and stuff left off to go plant. But I am pretty close to getting it done though. So it's just a few last so I'm doing right now is I actually pretty much finished up the bottom inside waiting line part in the station and the outside waiting line design. I just gotta get the top area of where the person with the operating is, and then where all the rest of the waiting line spreads out, and then where they actually get into the cars and stuff. That's what I need to finish up right now. So I'm getting there. We're getting close. So we'll finally, hopefully, have all the Knott's Berry Farm coasters done soon, and we'll have an awesome video coming out for you guys of all Knott's Berry Farm coasters in Minecraft. If I'm able to get it done today, so wish me luck, I'll be able to get it done today. But I'm glad I took about an hour and 20 minutes of my time to go play this game. So, yep. So thank you guys so much for watching again, and yeah, I'll be seeing you guys later in the next awesome playthrough here on the channel. We'll definitely have something to replace this game for right how we usually do. We keep trucking along of new playthroughs coming for you guys. All right. I'm leaving this really happy because they ended this off so perfectly. I couldn't ask for a better ending. So I'm gonna stop dragging it here. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later in the next awesome video here on Little Weed Striker's channel, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye bye. Weed Striker is striking on out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Whoop.